This was South Africa's third request for additional provisional measures on Israel's conduct in line with its obligations under the Genocide Convention, to which this court has already established a dispute between the two parties and its jurisdiction.
Israel continues to show utter contempt for Palestinian life, operating with impunity. South Africa has no other option than to once again seek protection in the halls of justice for the fundamental right of the Palestinian people to their existence. Although this present application was triggered by the unfolding horrific situation in Rafah, Israel's genocidal onslaught across Gaza has intensified over the past few days, also warranting the attention of this court.
South Africa is specifically asking for additional or amended measures in light of changed circumstances facing Palestinians in Gaza, particularly Rafah. That Israel immediately withdraw and cease its military offensive in Rafah, that Israel takes immediate and effective measures to ensure and facilitate the unimpeded humanitarian access to Gaza, in addition to investigators and journalists in order to access and record conditions on the ground. And that Israel submit an open report to the court on compliance of all provisional measures handed down by the ICJ to date.
The overwhelming weight of opinion among states and international organizations is the same. A halt to military operations in Gaza is necessary to comply with the previous orders that the court has already imposed. If Israel continues to deny that its bombing and shelling and military incursions and blocking of roads and entry points and its other military operations in Gaza are preventing the fulfillment of the court's orders, the court needs to spell it out explicitly for Israel and for the benefit of any other states that are still providing aid or assistance to Israel in its campaign to eradicate Palestine.
Pressing its arguments that the facts and circumstances in Gaza had fundamentally shifted since the court's last order.
Why was that order so critical? Well, because the two border crossings in Rafah, which Israel has seized and shut down, are the main entry points for life-saving humanitarian aid and other goods entering Gaza, and for the entry and exit of people, including humanitarian workers, medics, medical evacuees, and Palestinians trying to flee the conflict. Israel's seizure of those crossings places Israel in control of all access to and from Gaza. Its current closure of the crossings has served to seal Gaza hermetically from the outside world, further torpedoing the delivery of aid to and within Gaza. And as the primary humanitarian hub for assistance in Gaza, if Rafah falls, so too does Gaza.
South Africa's legal team also argued that Israel's evacuation orders to safe humanitarian zones were purely performative, quoting UN and other international aid organizations that no place in Gaza was safe, that killing of civilians continued at an alarming rate, while attacks on medical facilities had rendered Gaza's healthcare system near collapse.
In light of these new facts, South Africa seeks an order from the court, the only order that will clearly protect what is left of Palestinian life in Gaza. It seeks an explicit order that Israel cease its military activities, not only in Rafah, but throughout Gaza. The risks to the people of Gaza are imminent, irreparable, and rapidly increasing. This risk gives rise to the necessity for the remedy that we seek in this application, a remedy that will end Israel's genocidal campaign against Palestinians in Gaza. All of what I have described must stop. Israel must be stopped.
While advocate Tembeka Ngcukaitobi sought to present examples of Israel's alleged genocidal intent, including this video of IDF soldiers.
The destruction of Gaza and Palestinian life is understood by commanders and soldiers, as the video shows. An Israeli soldier from the 92 03 Battalion, commented as follows on photographs and footage he posted online of Palestinian homes and neighborhoods in Khan Yunis completely destroyed by the Israeli army. This year, we were honored to fulfill the command of the annihilation of Amalek, and may we finish the job. Such language continues to be widespread alongside calls by Israeli soldiers on the ground to conquer Gaza, to flatten Gaza, to erase Gaza, to destroy Gaza.
Israel is expected to present its counter-arguments in the same venue on Friday morning. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.